dude, like I'm more scared of somebody like shooting me than
Oh, yeah.
anything, man. Like that's
100%.
crazy.
Yep.
You know, like, and everybody's packing heat these days
Dude,
with like concealed carry, and like I don't have anything against that either, but it's just like you never know, man.
No, it's
like,
fucking same with like road rage and shit. Like, let that dude cut you off, man. It's not a big deal.
road rage is the worst because you could just get run off the road. I mean,
dude, or guns, dude. These people are pulling guns out, shooting at each other on the highway.
right?
It's fucking wild. Just let it all go.
I actually have a family member that was shot at on, I think he was on I-70, or it might have been I-25, but like the I-70, I-25 exchange right there. Like some dude just opened up fire on. He was like in a company truck too or something.
There was like a rash of that going on for like a couple months where it was like happening a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts.
Do they, I mean, if you guys get a police call like that, excuse me, what are the chances of catching somebody at that point with like, I mean, it all depends on if you guys have what you have description wise, right?
Yeah.
Like license plate number or something like that, right?
Yeah. And like a lot of times, something like that, you know, you're doing, well, after that dude pops off a couple rounds, probably doing 105 on the highway, right? Good chance in that moment, we're probably not going to catch him. But if you get a license plate or something, there's whole detectives where they're going to hunt that dude down. For something like that, that's not a like,
right.
we didn't get him this time. Like, they're going to hunt that.
Because that's basically assault with a deadly weapon at that point, right?
Yeah, it's an aggravated assault.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like road rage is, I think people get so, well, there's a couple things going on. Like it's nerve wracking to fucking drive in traffic, right? So like that heightened awareness or whatever makes me even get on edge where I'm like, oh, you fucker. But I'm never like, fuck you, you know, like throwing the bird up or anything just because of that very fact. It's like, you don't know who you're dealing with, dude. Chris Camozzi could get out of the fucking truck behind you and whoop your ass. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, man. It's just crazy. And I had one instance where I was on a motorcycle and it was late at night and I was completely sober. I was leaving work and it was like a 3-lane LA like side road basically.
Gotcha.
Like everything's 3-lane there.
Yeah.
So I had a Harley that I had just gotten. I just put new exhaust on it. It was fucking like really loud, dude. But you kind of need that there, like so cars know where you're at. Because if not, people don't even look in their like side mirrors and shit. They just fucking
People get like pissed about loud motorcycles. I'm the same way. I like it because I'm like, okay, I can hear it even if I don't see it. Like it's somewhere around me. It forces me to like it snaps you in, right? Because a lot of times when you drive, you're on autopilot. It's the same thing for like a siren, right? You hear it and it snaps you out, and you're like, okay, well, where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the point where if like I'm listening to some gangster rap and they put it in on the song or whatever, I'm like, oh fuck, where's it at? You know, like got the system going, you know?
Start slowing down. Like, oh shit.
And then you figure out, you're like, oh, it's the song. But yeah, so I'm going past this guy, like, and I learned quickly in riding a motorcycle, especially in LA, like the worst place that you can possibly be is right next to somebody. You should always be in front of them or behind them so you can see what the fuck they're doing, right?
Yep.
Like a little bit. So I just this guy was kind of like fucked up. I'm thinking he was drunk. Probably. So as I went around him, it like startled him at first because I could see him get like white knuckled, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then it turned into rage. So as soon as he saw me, he literally like swerved at me. And I had to go over the double yellows because I was in the fast lane at this point. Luckily, it was like 10:30 at night or something.
Yeah,
so there was no traffic.
Oncoming traffic.
Yeah, so I had to go into oncoming traffic, and then we got stopped at a light. He stopped at the red light and tried to run me off the road. I'm like, dude, it was not a good situation. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Your car can easily turn into a weapon.
Yeah, it's a 2,000-pound bullet.
Right.
Yeah, I used to be bad about it. Not where like I would go after like other people or anything, but like, dude, I remember sitting in traffic and you're just fucking screaming, like, what the fuck?
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually, like, because I've always worked kind of far from wherever I lived, so I just got used to being in traffic, and now more than ever, man, I'm just like, sure, go ahead, you can go in, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I got nowhere to be.
Yep.
I love the guys that come like blowing by you, like do all this dangerous shit, like barely splitting cars. And then you park right next to him at a red light.
Yeah, you're like, we got to the same place, Dick. Yeah.
At the same exact fucking time, dude, just by you driving like an asshole, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's so funny. My wife, we lived in Dallas for a little while. Have you ever driven there?
No.
Dude, it's crazy, bro.
Like Mad Max out there.
Well, Texas people are the best, man. Like, I fucking love them to death, man. But they'll hold the door open for you, like going into the gas station. Like, they'll reply to you and yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Like, very like respectful. Like, everybody has guns. There is absolutely no road rage there. Because of that fact, guns. Literally everybody has a gun.
Yeah.
Like when I got pulled over there one time, I drove like this red Cadillac that was on rims, so it looked like a drug dealer's car, pretty much.
You're getting stopped.
Yeah. It was an impulse buy at Christmas, you know. I love that fucking car though, dude. Like, but anyways, I got pulled over, especially where we live. We were a little bit further outside the city, so I got pulled over one time and. Just having young kids, like even though I've had concealed carry and stuff and I own a ton of firearms, I just choose not to carry them because it's more stressful to me than it's worth. Like,
yeah,
I'm more likely I'm just stressed about it. Like, I don't want to have to deal with a gun in my car or worry about it or like,
fair enough.
Or conceal carry, like going to the ice skating ring, like, what am I going to put my gun in the locker while I go ice skate?
Right.
Or like, am I going to go ice skate with the gun? And then like the kids are crawling on you, especially when they're young, right? So I got pulled over there one time and the cop's like, where's your gun? And I was like, I don't have one. He's like looked at me like, what the fuck?
He's like, you're going to need one. I'll be right back.
Yeah. No, when he came back and handed me, like, I don't think I got a ticket or anything. I think I had like an out tail light or something and suspicious car in a nice neighborhood, you know? And he handed me my stuff back. He's like, I suggest you carry your gun with you. Or so, he said something along those lines, like you should have a gun with you. And like, it's crazy, man. There's been people that have like backed up cops in a shooting situation and stuff where they pulled over and like helped. But anyways, like driving there, dude, is insane because they have these crazy like frontage roads that go along like all the highways.
Oh yeah.
But then the merge lane is like 10 feet. So you have like literally no room. And if you're living kind of in a rural spot, you're just dumped right onto the highway where people are doing like 80, 90 miles an hour. Yeah. So all that yes, sir, and yes, ma'am shit goes right out the window, dude. They will fucking run you off the road. They'll blare their horn at you. Like,
yeah.
But there's no like retaliation road rage. Like, you don't see very many fingers there or anything.
Yeah. Well, that's like what the horn's for, right? It's a quick like, hey, dickhead. And then you just go about your day.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no, Texas is its own place. There's a reason why it's called the Republic of Texas, dude. Like, so anyways, I did most of the driving when we lived there, and we had super young kids at the time, but I had something going on with work. So the wife, we were going to the city to go to the aquarium or something, right? Do something as a family on a weekend. So we kind of had to leave. We were living in Rockwall, which is like basically Evergreen to Denver. So it was like kind of that similar drive, right? Like maybe 20, 30 minutes. So anyways, she goes to get onto the highway. And this dude, or no, we were on the highway and this dude came on. It had this huge, that's the other thing, huge truck.
Yeah.
This guy's driving like this dually, like 4-door, like lifted diesel. So it's like blowing black smoke.
Yeah, like a man.
And he's got, dude. And he's got like an not an 80-foot trailer. It was probably, this thing was fucking long, dude. And he had I don't even know what was on it. I think it was empty. And dude, he just comes onto the highway and just totally runs us into like the median.
Oh, like straight off.
Pretty much, yeah. So she's like we're like in the fucking grass and shit because there was another car next to us, so we didn't have nowhere else to go. And it was funny the whole time. She used to get pissed at me for like using curse words and stuff while the kids were in the car when like stuff would happen, because I'd be like, oh shit, or like, fuck, I didn't see that guy, you know? Like that's just my Twitch reaction.
I'm the same way.
So she's yelling at this dude, like, you motherfucking cocksucker, right? She's yelling at this guy, and my daughter chimes off, like, after it's all over, and the dust kind of stuff. Hey, Mom, why'd you call that guy a motherfucking cocksucker? I was like,
and then you get your payback. You're like, this is your fault. Yep.
So hilarious, dude.
I know, I'm the same way. Like, I cuss all the time, like, in front of our daughter, which probably isn't good. Like, we taught her, you know, like, hey, I can say that, you don't get to. Oh,